We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello dear students, I am Professor Hiren Kumar A. Taylor from SN Patel Institute of Technology and Research Center, Umraq. In this video lecture, I am going to explain you about CMOS logic circuits. The outline of this video lecture is the first topic that we are going to discuss is CMOS basic. Then we will discuss about how to design CMOS 2-input NOR gate. Then CMOS 2-input NAND gate. So first topic is CMOS basic. CMOS stands for complementary metal oxide semiconductors. Here you can see the basic building block of CMOS. Here PMOS network, which is also known as pull-up network, is connected with the VDD, and NMOS network, which is also known as pull-down network, is connected to the ground. The NMOS and PMOS are complement of each other. That means if NMOS transistor are in series, then the PMOS transistor will be in parallel. So first I will explain you about how PMOS and NMOS transistor will work. The PMOS transistor symbol is represented by the bubble at the gate, and if we have input at the gate terminal is logic 0, then the PMOS transistor will be turned on, and it is represented by the short circuit between source and drain terminal. Similarly, if we have a logic 1 at the gate of the PMOS transistor, then the PMOS transistor is turned off, and it is represented by open circuit between source and drain. So this is how the PMOS is working. In case of NMOS transistor, the symbol of NMOS transistor is shown over here. There is no bubble at the gate terminal, and if we have an input at the gate terminal is 0, the NMOS transistor is turned off, and it is represented by the open circuit between source and drain. Similarly, if we have in logic 1 at the gate of the NMOS transistor, then NMOS transistor will be turned on, and there is a short circuit between the source and drain of the NMOS transistor. So here the important lesson is that NMOS transistor will be turned on for logic 1 at the gate terminal, and PMOS transistor will be turned on for the logic 0 at the gate terminal. Next is CMOS 2-input NOR gate. Here you can see the symbol of 2-input NOR gate, and the output of NOR gate is given by A or B whole bar. This is the truth table of the NOR gate. The truth table is if both the input are 0 or logic 0, then the output will be logic 1 or high. Similarly, if any of the input is logic high, in that case the output is going to become 0, or we can say it is a low. And if both the input are logic high, then the output will be the logic 0. Now we want to design a CMOS logic circuit based upon this NOR gate. So with reference of our basic CMOS structure, we have NMOS transistor at the pull down and PMOS transistor at the pull up. Now let's first identify whether our NMOS and PMOS transistor will be in series or in parallel. From this truth table, we can say that if both the input are logic 0, at that time our output should goes high. This first input condition tell us that our PMOS network can be in series or in parallel. But if we will observe these two input conditions, that means if one input is logic 0 and another one is high, or one input is logic high and another one is logic 0, at that time our output should be logic 0. So in that case, if you will connect a PMOS transistor in parallel, then your output will always going to become high, so which is not acceptable over here. So with reference to this truth table, we can say that our PMOS transistor will be in series and NMOS transistor will be in parallel. So that is what we have discussed, that for NOR gate, PMOS will be in series and NMOS will be in parallel. So let's design a CMOS NOR gate based upon this knowledge. So as NMOS are in parallel, let me draw the first NMOS transistor. This is, let's say, VA, and another transistor we have, that is VB. This both transistors are in parallel. So here you can see that we have constructed our NMOS network. The VA and VB both are in parallel. In CMOS technology, NMOS and PMOS are complement of each other. So NMOS in parallel, so PMOS will be in series. So here I am drawing a PMOS structure, which is represented by a bubble over here. VA is one of our input, and another input which is in series with this PMOS transistor. So that is our VB. Now both will be connected, and here at this point we will have output V out. And here we have to provide a VDD. So this is how you can design a 2-input CMOS NOR gate. Now let us verify this circuit with our truth table. Now in our truth table, both input VA and VB are 0 0 over here. So we will consider 0 over here and 0 over here. This VA and VB both are 0. As I have already explained you, the NMOS transistor will be turn off and open circuited for the logic 0, and therefore this part is open circuited, and here the PMOS transistor will be turned on and it is a short circuited over here, and therefore we have a logic 1 as a output at the V output. Let's take another condition, that is this one. If our VA is logic 0, that means this is 0, and our VB is logic 1, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1. So for this input condition, our this PMOS transistor will be turned on and it is again a short circuited, but this second VB PMOS transistor will be turned off and it will be a open circuited. So here in this case the output is not going to become logic 1. But if you will observe the NMOS transistor, this VA will be off just because of logic 0 at the gate terminal. So this is off. However, this VB transistor will be turned on as we have a logic 1 at the input of this gate terminal, and this VB transistor is turned on and it is a short circuited, and therefore we have a path from this Vout to this ground and our output will become 0. Similarly, you can verify the VA as a logic high and VB as a logic 0. In the case of VA and VB, both are logic high. In that case, this both transistors will be turned on, NMOS transistor will be turned on and short circuited, and therefore our output will become 0. So this is how your CMOS 2 input NOR gate is look like. You can easily design with the help of concept that I have explained you. Our next topic is CMOS 2 input NAND gate. The NAND gate symbol is represented in this way, and here you can see that the output of NAND gate is A and B whole bar. The truth table of NAND gate is given by if both the input are logic 0, the output is high, and if any of the input is logic 0, in that case output is going to become high. If both input are logic high, the output is logic 0. To design CMOS 2 input NAND gate, first recall our basic CMOS block, that is NMOS and PMOS are in complement. Here from the truth table we have a hint that if any of the logic input is logic 0, at that time our output should goes high. So that is possible only if the PMOS transistor are in parallel. If PMOS are in parallel, then NMOS transistor will be in series. So that is what we can say, that for NAND gate the PMOS are in parallel and NMOS are in series, which is opposite to the NOR gate also. So let's design our CMOS 2 input NAND gate. So here you can see that both NMOS are in series. So I will draw a 2 NMOS transistor in series over here. Let's say this is VA and this is VB. This will be a ground, and in the PMOS structure this both transistor will be in parallel. So let's say this is our one of the PMOS transistor. Let's call it as VA. Another PMOS transistor. This is VB, and here we will give a supply VDD. And finally V out over here. Now let's verify our truth table for different input condition. Let's say we have both input as logic 0. That means this VA and VB are 0. If VA and VB are 0, NMOS transistor will be turned off and it will be a open circuited. That means there is no path from output to the ground if VA and VB both are 0. However, for this condition, the both PMOS transistor will be turned on and it will be a short circuited. So there is a path from VDD to Vout from VB also, and VDD to Vout from VA also. So in that case, the output will be logic high. Similarly here, you can see that if one of the input is logic 0 and another one is logic high, in that case, as these are in parallel, there is a path from either VA or VB, but if one of the input is logic high over here and another input is logic 0, at that time there is an open circuit path from Vout to ground, and therefore the output cannot become 0. So in all these cases, the output is logic high. In the last case, both input are logic high and our output will become logic 0. In that case, our VB and VA both are logic 1, and therefore this NMOS transistor will be short circuited and there is a path from Vout to ground, and therefore the output will become 0. In that particular case, the VA and VB both will be the open circuited and therefore our output will remain 0. So this is how you can design a 2-input CMOS NAND gate. The exit diagram of CMOS 2-input NAND gate is look like this. I have used CMOS Digital Integrated Circuits as a reference book. Thank you.